What's going on, my fellow soccer fans, my fellow EAFC FIFA fans? Quick video for you guys. Say potentially might be longer than that, depending on how long this rant goes. This is an unscripted video, not a live video in terms of like live gameplay. Obviously, we're about to more some review some footage. I kind of just want to talk about the state of the community and the state of the game right now. For this gameplay, this is gameplay I got last night, and the first thing I want to say is a lot of people who play this game say that you can't have fun with like a random squad. You have to play meta. You have to play whatever the strengths are to the current gameplay. And the current gameplay is very heavily relied on basically having forwards who are just nothing but pace merchants, or pace demons as I like to call them. So basically anyone who has like more than 96 pace, and you're just spending your time just on counter attacks, just more so outrunning your opponent to score instead of like actually playing football. And then you park your defense, so like and you rely on AI. So the AI does all the work on defense, you just be a pace demon on counter attacks. That's kind of how the game's being played right now. But I've always said that if you want to do anything in a video game or anything in general, you have to be the person who initiates that change. If you want to play just for fun teams and mix and match leagues and have a dream team, do it. Instead of just being like, I gotta play meta. You can play, obviously how good the cards are matters. But like you can play, if you want to play an all Portugal team, you can play an all Portugal team. If you want to play an all Germany team, you can play an all Germany team. You can't use meta as an excuse to not do that, because to me, in my opinion, yeah, the meta sucks, but using meta as an excuse for why you can't play the play style that you want to play or play the teams that you want to play is a cop-out or an excuse for skill issue. So in this gameplay, what you want to see here is I'm doing exactly that. I'm having fun with an all-American team. Like this team, other than two people, because I didn't have enough American players. Like I didn't have an American right back, and I was missing an American center back. So I put Rijkaard in at center back, and I put Reece James in on right back. But the rest of the starting 11 is all Americans, and other than like Sawa on the bench, because again, it's lacking Americans, everyone else on the bench is also an American. So this is an all-American mashup. I'm also doing an Evo on this game. So we're playing Rivals with an active Evo who's only an 80 overall card, going up from 74 to 80. So we have Clint Dempsey, Alex Morgan, Rose Lavelle. We have Olivia Moultrie, who's our Evo. And we had just finished an Evo on Ryan Garris, who's also 74 and now up to a 90. We evoed Naomi Garma from an 89 to 91. We have Jane Campbell, who's an 84 at goalie, which was rough. I'll be honest with you, that was rough. Putting an 84 in that goalie is not for the faint of heart. But goalies don't have evos, and Jane Campbell in the game is the best goalie America has in the game. So it was like, all right, I'm trying to have an all-American team, but the best goalie for America is an 84 rated player. And there's no ways to improve her to being higher than that, because there's no freaking evos for goalies. So it's kind of rough. They need to add evos for goalies. Like EA, I don't know why at this point in the game, we're more than halfway done with this life cycle for FC, and there isn't an evo for goalies. Like, let us improve some of these lower tier goalies. But anyway, it's like, so we're running an all-American team. And for the most part, we're actually getting a lot done. At the beginning of the video, we'll get it started. You see how things are playing out. We're playing just normal football. We're passing a lot, doing things. This guy's trying to play defense. This guy, he's kind of a rat. At first, he was doing fine. At first, he was playing football like a normal person. He was just, trying to play some defense. He couldn't really stop me from my passes. We scored with Sophia Smith. Boom. But this will later change. As this video goes on, this will change. And it'll change because when it comes to people who are rats, right here, he's trying to like actually attack my defense normally, and it doesn't work out for him. So he tries to attack defense normally, and we're still just passing around, kind of like a tiki-taka style. We're playing a 4-3-3 bracket 5 when it comes to our formation in this game. Just doing whatever he wants. Clint Dempsey scored. Well, he does it where he whiffs. And we pass around a little bit. I think he does eventually score here eventually. Yeah, because it goes off Dempsey right there. So as we're getting the lead, this guy changes up. He stops, trying to play normally and decides to start being a rat. And one of the things I always tell people is that when it comes to being a rat is like being a camper in Call of Duty or being a cheater in a video game. You play normally until things don't go in your favor, and then you start to like be a camper, and then you start to use cheats, because now you're at disadvantage. So when it comes against like FC, people will play the game normally, but the second where things looking like they're having a hard time, they can't win, it starts to start playing like a rat. So like at first during this gameplay, you see him playing normally, like he's not parking the bus. He has a meta defense, his meta team. He's not parking the bus. He's actually trying to attack the offense. He's having a hard time attacking on offense. Because you know I don't manual defend. I feel like if you don't manual defend, you have a very good chance of actually doing good on defense against lesser skilled players. And I'm not good at all, but like I know someone who's lesser skilled when I see someone who's lesser skilled, because it's just like I said, the gameplay is obvious. If we have Captain America here, Captain America scores, hit him with the, you know. But that's like I said, if you watch gameplay, you can tell how much worse someone is compared to yourself or compared to somebody else. It's in their movement, it's in how they move, it's in how they switch around their characters, it's in, you know, how they approach. Just basically, I don't know any skill moves. So I'm just trying to just out dribble people, and you see it. You see how bad someone is, and willing to stop you from passing around, stop you from you know, to just do whatever you want dribble wise. So I just see the score's 4-4 now, because after the third goal, he shifted into parking the bus and then being a pace merchant. So basically, what this style is, for those who stopped playing the game, people will just park. They will park their defense. And what they'll do is when the AI gets, you know, the ball, they'll just they just go ahead with a lob pass across the pitch to a pace merchant. You know, in this case, it was like the cracked Balotelli card where, you know, it's the Christmas hat. That card has 99 dribbling, 88 shooting. And if you have Hunter on it, you know, that's what we just 88 dribbling. And it also has with Hunter on it, it has like a 90 over 90s. I forgot what number. What things like 93 pace. So basically, just, you know, no one can catch up to him. And the other thing about the issue with pace in this game right now is because of how pace works in this game right now. If you have fast enough players, and for those who play the game, you know how broken the kickoffs are. So like on kickoffs, your player's AI is very slow. They don't react. So like if you have a fast enough player on kickoff, you can just run right past your opponent's defense. And in this game, he did that like 2 or 3 times. He ran right past my defense because the AI hasn't woken up yet. And you can only switch as fast as you possibly can when it comes to switching to, you know, your defense. And you know, if he's already gone, you're not catching up. You know, if someone has pace merchants on their team, and he had a few pace merchants on his team, you're not catching up. So this game becomes a shootout. This game becomes a game where, you know, there's no defense being played because you can't play defense against people who are just outpacing you. It's just not allowed. So I'm still playing normally though. I'm still doing the same thing I was doing in the first half. I'm, you know, going through the middle, I'm going through the left, going through the right, trying to find passes. You know, I'm playing actual freaking football here. Like I'm not, I didn't, just because the game is now tied, I didn't switch. Like, all right, well, if you're gonna freaking be a rat, I'm gonna be a rat. Like, no, I'm just still being patient, looking for opportunities to attack where I can, looking for passing lanes. I get Roosevelt here. I see Sawa on the run. We score with Sawa, and this pretty much just ends the game. After that's pretty much it. 11 goals scored because this game does not like defense, especially when it comes to like how this game's being played when it comes to pace merchants and, you know, set pieces, especially corners have become pretty much pins. Like a lot of people nowadays are starting to play for corners. Like they're starting to, if they know they can't like actually score, they'll just kind of whiff on purpose or try to, like, you know, try to shoot into your defenders so you get a corner, because corners are pretty much guaranteed goals now in FC. So we're playing just some good defense here. Like we're playing good defense. We're trying to keep the ball away, and that's the end of the game. So we're not going to watch this full gameplay, this 8-minute gameplay. But what I do want, just want to have it in background while I talk about the game. And when I talk about this game, I'm not trying to like sound like I'm angry. Like I won that game. You know, it was a shootout. I hate the fact that he got 5 goals because I don't think he deserved 5 goals. You know, and I said this on people's comments before, where I was like, you'll play this game and you'll see your opponent score, or you'll watch a Twitch stream or a video on YouTube from Inception or Nick or, you know, whoever you watch, Boris, and you'll see their opponent score, and you don't feel like the opponent actually like outplayed them. You don't feel like the opponent actually did anything worth a damn. You don't feel like anything happened in that game to where that person earned the goal that they got, because they usually get it in a ratty way. They usually get their goals via, you know, relying on corners, relying on, you know, trying to just outrun the defense. Like they're not playing actual football. They're not passing around. They're not doing any kind of like real tactics or any real game plan. It's just, I'm gonna just outrun you. Like that's the game plan. Like this person's doing fine when it comes to like trying to attack. And this is when the game's fun. Like the game is fun to me when both teams are actually trying to play a real football game, where both teams are passing through the middle and passing through the right and the left, and they're trying to like get stuff going. And there's some good defense being played on both sides. Like that's fun to me. It makes it look entertaining. I'm a content creator. Content creators, you want entertaining games, and to me entertaining games is these kind of games where there's a lot of passing going on, there's a lot of defense going on, and it's not AI reliant defense. Like you've seen both me and him controlling our own players on defense, not relying on the AI. And you want to see stuff like that, in my opinion. But the community is a bunch of rats, so the community doesn't want to do that anymore. Like a lot of people in the community, these kind of games are few and far between. Like a lot of the community don't want to have to actually defend you, and they want to freaking let the AI do it. Like you see him, like it usually shifts when there's a lead. So like this guy at the beginning of this video, you see him actually trying to like manually defend, but now it's a 2-0 game, he stopped manually defending. He started to like just let the AI do it. That's the issue with this game. People like to blame EA. You have to hold the community responsible for stuff in video games. You can't just say it's the developers, it's the publishers. You have to hold the actual gamers responsible as well, because like the gamers are the ones who are doing the rat shit, not EA. Yes, EA's mechanics allow for the rat stuff to like be prevalent and good, but at the same time you have to call people out. You have to be like, yo, y'all are just rats. Like and a lot of these people like, oh, well, I have to be a rat. I have to be a rat so I can actually win games. I have to be a rat, so I can actually have good games. It's like, well, that just means that's a skill issue. If you have to be a rat, that means you're bad. That's coming from someone who's not good at the game. Like I said, I always say, I'm an average player at best. I'm in Division 6. I sometimes go on losing streaks because I get put into games against people who are rats, and I don't counter rats well. Against people who are definitely probably like weekend league 20-0 people who are intentionally smurfing their accounts so they don't have to freaking sweat their balls off in higher divisions. I know a YouTuber, who I'm not going to say, it's already been said in this video, who admitted that he sometimes freaking will have an account where he doesn't freaking let that account go higher than freaking like division freaking 7, so he can actually get good gameplay for his videos. So there's people out like, that's a skill issue. If you have to be a rat, if you have to freaking intentionally freaking play games at a low division because you don't want to freaking like have a chance to have a hard fought game, it's a skill issue. And I know when I'm not having a good game. I know when what I'm dealing with is because me. Like when I was playing the birthday little cup, I had some games in there where I was just getting freaking steamrolled, and it wasn't because someone's being a rat. It wasn't because of the game's mechanics or corners or running mud. It was because the person was just better than me, and I couldn't do anything about it. And I can admit that because it's easy for me to admit things like that in a game where I don't take it that serious. I feel like too many people who play this game as if there's money on the line when there's not. Too many people who play this game as if it means something, like really, when it doesn't. You're going to turn the game off and go to bed, and that's it. You're not a content creator. You're not a pro player. You're just going to play the game, do your rat shit, and go to bed. Or go to work. Or go to school. But anyways, that's it for this video. Like I said, I want it to be a quick rant. We're at 14 minutes. But yeah, leave those comments below. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Catch you guys more likely on Sunday for our Sunday footy. For those who don't watch the Sunday videos, those videos are all live gameplay. They're all me just playing rivals, and having a chat. Like it's basically like if you come out my Twitch streams, watch my Twitch streams. Even though I rarely play rivals on Twitch, usually on Twitch I do my dailies of like the login bonuses, stuff like that. They can play a game I actually want to play. I do not main this game. This is not my main game. I main other stuff. But I'll catch you guys next one. Y'all stay safe. Be kind to one another. I'll see you when I see you. Being boy, Nubus Game Archer. I'm out of here. Deuces.